If crypto is your main. If crypto is your main, then you are a genius. But you're lazy as fuck. You're basically like Shikamaru from Naruto, where you feel like life is just exhausting and you'd rather spend your days laying on your bed watching Netflix. Or sleeping. And I can't blame you, Netflix do be having some bangers sometimes. You also hate loud people and tend to be an introvert somewhat. And even though you're an introvert, you have a few extrovert friends who like you because you're the smart one of the group who always has some witty comments that make them laugh. You are just brutally honest, but everyone thinks that's funny, so hey, go figure. And the cherry on top is that you're probably not a bad looking person, but, you're gonna be alone forever. If Revenant is your main, then you are most likely a really chill person, but you do tend to get annoyed by stupidity quite fast. And I can't blame you, it's everywhere in social media, literally. You also love bougie food, and you're probably really good at roasting others and talking mad shit. Oh, and a lot of people don't know this about you, but you are a closet freak. And by that, I mean that you're basically into hardcore stuff like bondage, cutting, and perhaps eating the booty like groceries. Or even worse, having a toe fetish. But I pray to God there's no one like that. If Mirage is your main, or your husband, then you are the type of girl or guy that will cry their ass off to movies, shows, or even webcomics because you are a sensitive person. And there's nothing wrong with that because I'm still crying to Ollie's death, bro. They did my man dirty! You're also probably a really good friend and always listen and try to help others. But you are the type of friend that gives great advice but can never take his own or her own advice. Also, if you're a girl, you definitely like sensitive boys like Mirage. I think. If Octane is your main, then you probably like your partners to be bad, and I'm not talking about a baddie or a handsome dude. I'm talking about significant others that are trouble. I'm talking about the type of people that will slap your titty or nipple out of pleasure, the type of person that will get into fights and go to jail, the type of person that your parents will look at and say, listen to me, honey, please, honey, please, listen to me. Your significant other is utter fucking trash. You also like to have junk food, and you could honestly care less about what other people think about you. So, for the most part, you're a happy, excited person and just want to live your life the way you see fit. But let's be honest, you're only happy because of the drugs. If Lil Nas X is your main, then you're the type of person that listens to music all the time. And by all the time, I mean everywhere. 24/7, my boy. Playing video games, music, going to the store, music, reading, music! And not only that, your music varies.
Just not play no games, I know they say I change, I cannot say the same. I bet they want me shackled, they're locked in a chain. I guess that's just what happens with bad news. So my mama, I never been fragile.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
You also like to dress really good in public and feel comfy at home. Oh, and you most likely might be a fuckboy or an ethot if Seer is your main. I'm just saying. If Pathfinder is your main, then you have a dark sense of humor. Yep, you just love saying fucked up jokes, but hey, sometimes I can't blame you because they are pretty funny. On the outside, you have this nice, loving vibe, but on the inside, you're completely heartless and love dark stuff. Oh, and you definitely like old school music. If Caustic is your main and you're a chick, then you like him because you have big daddy issues. If you're a guy, then you just love him for one reason and one reason only. And that's trapping and gassing people like you're Adolf Hitler. You're also a Discord moderator and probably spend half your day on it, and you possibly might be a huge Apex troll player. If Gibby is your main, then you, my brother, love life, and I'm not talking about the anime. You are a really positive person with a big heart, and not only that, you're the type of person to lend a pencil, help an old lady cross the streets, or give money to the homeless. And although you're nice, caring, and loving, the world probably treats you like shit. You had a job interview? Nah, they didn't hire you. They gave the job to Jose. You bought a Happy Meal? Damn, okay. Oh, they forgot the toy. You're texting your crush? Well, not no more because she left you on red, my boy. And that truly hurts because I've been there. Yep, the world is truly unfair to you, but you know what? You keep pushing because one day, one solid day, probably when you're old, but one day, you'll truly have it all.
Yeah.
And last but not least is Bloodhound. Basically, you're a night owl. You shine during the night and hate waking up in the morning. You're the type of person to go grocery shopping at night just to avoid people, and hey, I can't blame you, I've done that before. And just like a lot of people, you like to play video games, but you're also competitive, but you're not an asshole. Sometimes. Okay, I'm not gonna be bogus. If Fuse is your main, then you most likely have a dad bod, and yet you are probably a nice hilarious dude to be around. Overall, you enjoy playing with people and popping on Code 1 with the boys. You probably have an alcohol problem, but like, come on, who cares? And if you're a chick, well, you probably liked him ever since the season 11 trailer dropped because your panties got wet.